Google.com, there are 5 million active podcasts in the world. Figured, hell, what a time to throw my hat in the ring. Guys, welcome to the Grandma's Boy Podcast.
Well, pickups are to be had, I suppose, when you go live. What's up, guys? Hey, it's Kevin from the Grandma's Boy Podcast. This is the first time you get to see me. Yes, I'm just as ugly as you expected, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Grandma's Boy Podcast. We're live, guys, and I'm here with my mentor. He's the one helping me out with all this live crap. We got Connor from Culture Vulture Radio. What up, buddy?
What's up, dude?
Not much.
I just want to tell you that because it was live, the second the music cut out, I went, yeah, it's a live show. It's a live show. Forget it.
I mean, luckily, everything I've ever done, as far as emceeing or anything on stage, it's always live. So you just got to roll with the punches sometimes. I mean, no go-see backsies.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was, introducing Freya as well. Everyone's only seen the cartoon of Freya. So this is her in real life. I like the likeness is pretty close, I think. But yeah, right now, you said you'd like to start with a toast. I'll start a toast to you, man. Thank you for helping me. He sat here for the last hour while I overslept and didn't get anything done and helped me out a ton. So I appreciate it.
Yep, dude. It does. I love teaching. Like once I figured out how to do it, it was fun. And then I was using when I first. Oh, let me get a little sippy for that.
Oh yeah, you can't cheers and not sip, man. Come on.
So when I first started, I was using OBS, and I had to it worked, and then my computer fucking updated like overnight. Like I shut it down and it woke itself up and it was like, no, this is perfect. And then I had to download like separate programs like Virtual Cable and then Vocal Meter, and it was still hiccup after hiccup. Switched to Streamlabs, which was better for a while because you can import OBS straight to it and have your same layouts. And then my co-host Sean recommended using StreamYards. They use it at work, and I was like, I don't know, I'm a little iffy. And then by the second episode of using it, I was like, no, this is the fucking way. This is the absolute way. It's streamlined. It's so fast, dude.
I agree. I mean, we're only an hour and a half maybe in of me and you screwing with it, and I'm sold already. I mean, I will be upgrading after the episode to the premium so that I can shoot this over to Rumble as well. You guys know you can check me on YouTube and Rumble. We're trying to talk Connor into going over to the Rumble, go to the dark side with us.
I'll do it. The only thing is because it's not upgraded now, it won't. You're gonna have to rip it from YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. Once you upgrade it though, it will record to your computer.
Yeah. It also I can the only downside with the Rumble too is like with YouTube, you just push the button, it'll go right to YouTube. You have to get a individual stream key every episode for Rumble because it's not integrated. But I mean, it's win-lose because you can say a lot of naughty words on Rumble, and sometimes you need to say naughty words. So the words that we talked about, I'm not allowed to say today.
Let's start off with the list. There's nincompoop.
Nincompoop.
Holy shit. Dude, you fucking before the show sent me because I fucking went to work at like 3 a.m. You sent or telling me about this article that you had.
Yes.
And I don't know anything about it.
I honestly I don't know that much about it. I just have some opinions on it, to be completely honest. Yeah. You want to pull it up? Is that something you pull it up? All right. Yeah, so I saw this on Twitter and there was some reaction to it, and until I read into it, it was a little dicey. The reaction I saw was that this was child abuse. I'm sure most people out there have seen this. So the Dalai Lama apologizes after video asking child to suck his tongue sparks outcry. We're gonna go into a little bit of my opinion on this, just from the get. Different cultures. I think that relative things, everything is relative, and things that are outrageous to us are completely acceptable in other countries, in other cultures, in other neighborhoods, really. To this, the Dalai Lama in these countries and these cultures, he is basically God on earth. So I assume that was, why wouldn't that just be an honor for somebody in that culture. Then I found this article, and in this article, he speaks. It even says in his I don't know PR firm or whatever, but basically he apologized for kissing a child on the lips and asking him to suck his tongue at a Northern Indian event. In the statement Monday, the office of the Dalai Lama said he wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused, adding he regrets the incident. His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent, playful way, even in public, even before the cameras. So, I mean, that makes sense already. I mean, obviously, I'm not from this country. I can't even pronounce the country it was in, but it was in northern India.
Is it Nepal?
Is it Nepal? Because it had a big long name. It's in the article here. Oh, there it is. Right, D.H. Dharamshala.
Sounds
right
like a fucking great chicken dish.
I know.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Delicioso, the masala. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a hillside city. I'm sorry, I thought it was a country. Again, this guy's like a god to them. I guess according to the article, at least, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, which they had to add in there, the child ran up to him and asked him, "Hey, can I hug you?" Which, again, in that culture, that's huge. To be able to talk to this man, it's like I grew up Catholic. It'd be the same thing with the Pope. The Pope, yes, the stuff in orange juice.
The Pope.
The stuff in orange juice. Yeah, the Pope.
I mean, hey, his fucking brain is about as fucking.
I'm not wondering if the Dalai Lama's brain isn't about the same at this point. Just mixed up, bro.
Dude, they're like fucking 90.
87, yeah. That's insane. I mean, he literally, without ruling anything, rules everything in that region. I mean, these religious figures can live forever. But then he even points out, he gives him a hug, brings him on stage, which, again, got to be a huge honor, right? I mean, it's the person you followed as a god. He points to his lips and says, I think here also, after he gives him a hug and kiss on the cheek, then the boy pulls the boy's chin up, and where's my cursor? Come on. Pulls the boy's chin up, kisses him on the mouth, and asks if he would suck on his tongue. Now, I can't find any video of this. I wonder if there wasn't a loss in translation, because it even does talk about how they're calling it child abuse, but in some Tibetan culture, this is a great honor. Back to my thing up, it's all relative. We don't think that it's okay for women not to drive, not to vote, not to have rights in Saudi Arabia. But if that's all you ever knew and that's how you grew up, then you think that letting women vote, letting women drive, or if you have a brain, isn't right, So I think everything's just relative, and I think we're blowing this way out of proportion. Let this 87-year-old man suck on Indian tongues. I don't care. I think we got bigger things going on anyway. I just thought it was funny, and that need to be told, like, hey, guys, we got to accept other people's culture, because they're not accepting ours. I guarantee that.
I will partially agree with you. I think he's probably just I'm sure it was a joke.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was 100% a fucking joke. However, in today's climate with the Catholic Church and the fucking imams and shit like that, like if you think the Catholic Church is bad, you should look up Man Love Thursday. That's all you need to fucking Google.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, so you already know about the Bachabas and the fucking Chai Boys. So like, religious leaders have always, and I'm pro-religion. Like I have my own thing, but like, it's not Scientologists because fuck those guys.
Yeah, Mormons creep me out too. I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, he found a book. Only I can read it. No one else can see it. Come on, John Smith.
Dude, honestly, when you say it like that, it sounds like a 14-year-old kid being like, I found a book. Can I see it? No, only I can see it. Like,
no girls allowed.
Like, fuck you, Steve. Like, nobody asked for you in your fucking book.
I think it's hilarious that his name is literally John Smith. It's like what they call bodies in the morgue when they don't have a name, pretty much. And it's like this whole story seems made up. I mean, I think every religion has its own made-upness to it, but
yeah. That's where faith comes in. But I think what happened is this dude. I think he was joking around. He's 87. Nobody's gonna get his humor, maybe, he probably just said the wrong. He probably said it, and in his head he was like, "Oh no,
oh fuck." He said the loud part, or he said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
he wanted to be like, yeah, you could have a hug, and he's like, yeah, I'll suck your fucking tongue.
You're not supposed to say that, bro. But yeah, I mean, I just think I agree. Like, I mean, anything to do with children, I'm against 100%.
Yeah, of course.
I don't deal with that. Children and animals are innocent people. I went on a ramble after that Nashville situation about how I didn't care what her sexual orientation or what her pronouns were. It, they, them. At that point, they're all the same. They're all just animals. They're all dirty, filthy animals. But I don't think this is a case of child abuse or pedophilia. I mean, heck, you also got to think he's what I said, 88, 87 years old. 87 years ago, it was probably legal to just buy children for sexual purposes in India. I don't know. That country's already kind of backwards. So again, it's kind of your culture versus morality, but morality is relative. Everything is relative. Is my point.
I mean, it can't be much worse than what we have here.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to go into tinfoil hat mode, the adrenochrome and adrenochrome and all that kind of stuff, if you want to look into that stuff, I mean, apparently celebrities are sucking adrenaline out of baby adrenaline glands.
Well, I was talking about this tab. I mean, this instead, like this, but like the constant.
That we forget that we're worried about this guy sucking on tongues when we literally are on verge of war with Russia. So everything's a psyop. Nothing is real. It's a simulation. That's my opinion.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This fucking guy, like.
Oh yeah.
Like,
exactly. Actually, I thought about that last night. I mean,
like this one.
He's kissed more children than the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, the Dalai Lama's probably sucked more fucking tongue.
I don't know. I don't know. Until I read his daughter's diary, I cannot confirm or deny that.
Neither could the FBI.
Allegedly, guys. Don't swap my house, please.
Here comes the helicopters.
My grandma would be so mad if the door's broken when she gets home.
Yeah, burn marks on the floor from a fucking flashbang.
Yeah. And I guess, sorry guys, I'm armed and I'm fighting them. I mean, at that point, I'm going out in a blaze of glory. Just kidding. I'm going to surrender like a little bitch, just like everybody else. Don't shoot. No, we're good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you have the pronouns to go out in a blaze of glory.
I could add those real quick.
Oh, dude, I had to fucking ask you.
Yeah.
Last night's episode. was that fucking story about the hospital real?
110%. One thing I don't do is exaggerate. I live my life crazy enough. So a little side story to that. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on any of my episodes, but I worked for a restaurant a while back, right when the pronouns were becoming a big thing. And there was two very woke liberal servers, two girls, purple hair,
white
women, Black Lives Matter girls, right? It was right after the first shutdown. And so they were talking about pronouns. So I started telling them to identify different farm animals. I'd make these girls make goat noises or moo at me and shit. Well, the company sells, and the new company has an HR department. Day one, I get called to the HR office. I'm like, here we go. So I go into the HR office, and the lady's like, well, Mr. Jennings, blah, blah, I know you're here. I'll go, whoa. I know, because I know why I'm there. But whoa. I'm like, stop with the Mr. thing. And she looks at me. I'm like,
fuck you, Danny.
She goes, are you sure, sir? And I go, today I would like to identify as a cow. And she looked at me goofy. Moral of the story, by the end of this meeting, it was only a few minutes, I made an HR lady moo at me. I identified as a cow. There's nothing she could do about it. I was using their own loophole against them. And I wonder why they didn't invite me back. So,
Danny's in the chat.
Hey, hi, Danny. I'm Kevin.
Hey, Danny, you better subscribe to the channel. I got one for you just like that. I was part of a fucking where I grew up in Long Island. I was part of one of the what?
Nothing. I was just making fun of Long Island. You're good.
Long Island. The community had its own fucking piece of shit fucking community page, and I never posted. That
was later on. That's actually the reason why they fired me. But you're not supposed to do that at the main tables, apparently, especially during the church lunch crowd.
Prostate milking? No, but so they had it was just basically
right from my nipples.
It was the fucking community page, all these old fucking yentas and shit. So they were just like, did anybody see the little colored kids on the bikes? I swear to God, this was an everyday occurrence. And I fucking like, I said something like, someone's like, oh, did you see like, did somebody like, it was something weird. This lady was talking about like their uncle being creepy. Like, hey, anybody see that a creepy uncle dude? And I wrote, yeah, that's my uncle. He used to molest me for fun, like just joking around. And like, dude, I'm not joking. My phone was like a fucking constant like jackhammer of just like notifications. And I'm reading it. These people are like, you should kill yourself. Like,
Yeah. I love those.
I hope you die in a car. And I'm like, the whole time I'm just like, Mr. Burns, I'm like, yes. I love the hate. I fucking love it.
Evil
So
plan worked. You got a cat on your lap. You're just petting.
I got my neighbor on my lap.
You got that creepy uncle guy on your lap.
Yeah. I'm like, Brian. So I'm like, this lady goes, I'm a childhood psychologist for kids who are molested. You're the biggest piece of shit. And I hope you like fucking drop dead. So in my head, I go, oh, I'm going to use their tactics. And I just wrote, ma'am, how do you know I wasn't molested? And this is the way I quote, dude, I'm not joking. I posted that and then everything was tagging this woman like, you're a piece of shit. You're a failure at your profession. And then she deleted the post, messaged me privately, which I might still have. And she was just like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that this happened to you. Here's my phone number. I'll give you free sessions for life. I'm so sorry. Please accept my apology. And I wrote, nah, you're good. And I was like, I enjoyed it. And then I like
the whole time.
yeah, no, I never told her that because then she probably would have reposted the messages. But like this lady had to delete herself from that community page forever.
Yeah, that happened. Well, and actually, for those that didn't watch my episode yesterday, which there weren't very many anyway, in the story I mentioned the doctor came in like 3 minutes after I told the nurse that I was trans and that I was upset because I'm sure other trans people were getting seen. 3 minutes later, doctor walks in. First thing he says, "So you're trans?" I go, "No, who told you that?"
Dude, when I was listening to it, because I watch everything on like replay, so I was at work today, dude. I fucking heard that story and I was like, all right, I gotta ask him today. Like that has to happen. Like I gotta know if that actually fucking happened.
Yeah,
but I'm glad it did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I don't make anything up. I mean, if I'm exaggerating a story, you'll know it because I'll say it. But I just live my life every day running into encounters and I handle them exactly the wrong way. in moral standards, at least. You shouldn't go around and just claim you're trans, but hey, it got it done. So I mean, whatever's gonna work is gonna work. It's all about efficiency, I suppose.
I can't wait till you fucking get caught robbing a bank and you're like, you guys, you don't understand. I'm actually trans. And they're like,
oh, my bad.
They're like, let us see your shirt, and then they don't see the BLM, and they're like, you fucking liar,
motherfucker.
Open fire.
Exactly. Yeah, and I just get a bunch of trans cops shooting at me. I'm assuming by then will be a thing. It'll be like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys, but the whole season he just says he's trans, and they let him off for everything instead of talking his way out of it. That's a whole new season. Spoiler alert, guys. Sorry.
Lucy, I can't do that. I'm trans.
I can't do that. I'm trans. Yeah, you can't arrest me. I'm trans. Trans are allowed to be drinking, driving down the road, or make
Ricky,
your sidewalk full of hash.
Ricky, you're not fucking trans.
You're not fucking trans, Ricky.
Dude, the best scene in that whole show is when they get into the car accident and the car's upside down, and then fucking Julian comes out with the glass like still fine.
Always. We had in college we had a theme party, where everybody dressed up like someone from Trailer Park Boys. I did Mr. Leahy, which was awesome because I just acted drunk the entire time. And the drunker I got, the more Mr. Leahy I became. So it really worked out. It was a lot of fun.
What's if you find that scene?
Yeah, I can never find those scenes right when I need them. Very rarely.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's way too many.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is everybody clips that because that show is so quotable and so clippable. I mean, come on,
dude. That's one of the best fucking TV shows that has ever been created. Up until like the last couple seasons.
Before the animated series, when they started doing the animated, but the reason they did the animated was because Mr. Leahy died.
Yeah.
And so they couldn't bring him. But even though the animated series was all right because it's kind of like all of those, the shit birds and everything. They can make those real life things. And so the first season was good.
I think Danny's ahead of us.
I know. I'm catching up, dude. I got me Irish as fuck, IAF. So we wake up drunk, kind of our thing. Can't be hungover if you're drunk all the time. The more you know.
Sound fucking advice. Ooh, I got a little feedback in my end.
Oh yeah.
What was the other thing? So, I'd fuck the Dalai Lama either way, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, full circle. I don't really care about that. I just wanted everybody to take everything into relativity. Everything is relative. Your beliefs are going to be different than someone else's. That's just the way it is. And if he wants to suck on tongues, let him suck on tongues. He's halfway around the world. Don't suck on my kid's tongue. There we go. Like a meme I saw. It's okay to have religion is like a penis. It's okay to have one. It's okay to be proud of it, but don't shove it down me and my children's throat.
I don't think what he did was religious. I just think he just got fucked up for saying a dirty old joke.
Well, with anything really, religion or whatever culture, you go ahead and be proud of it. You do what you want to do. Just don't, don't shove it down me and my kid's throat. Much like your penis. Don't want that down my throat either. It's not Tuesday. Anyways.
So tell me about this old man that you were
Oh yeah, the old man in the fire?
Yeah, because you had a bunch of shit you wanted to show me, and I'm excited for all this.
Yeah, so basically, I guess I gotta pull that guy up. So basically, I'm obsessed with body cam footage. And mostly because I want to be a police officer most of my life. Until I realized that, oh wait, I know too many criminals that are very good friends of mine. So anyways, I watch these body cam videos all the time, and I found just the article alone interests me. So really there's no setup for it. Basically the title gives it away, but just the way it happens is pretty good. So yep, it's a live show. There goes my microphone again. I gotta get a new clamp for it. That make me mad.
I don't know if anybody's in any of these apartments. There's a guy right here, dude. Go. Yep. Go. They find anybody in that apartment? Negative. What's up with this water?
Trying to find the other Vic.
90-year-old man is standing over here.
Perfect.
Was it your apartment that was on fire?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I lit it.
You lit it?
Yeah, they're in cahoots.
Hey, this...
Okay. So you kind of got a little preview of what's about to come. Obviously, this video is like an hour long. It's not even necessary. A lot of them fighting the fire. They had all kinds of issues getting people out and whatnot. And there goes the rest of the microphone. Anyway, all kinds of issues getting people out. And then they find that random guy. They're like, who? He was, the occupant is like 90 years old. Where did he go? What happened? They find him. So let's see here. Let's just look at a couple peeks for you.
Supposedly that 90-year-old, but yeah, that's what everybody was saying, but they don't know if he was in there or not.
Yeah. Like I said, most of it's useless, but we're gonna see if we can't find. Okay, this. Yeah, see where he does. Yeah, here's a confession. I do love the new YouTube chapters. It makes life so much easier.
Was it your apartment that was on fire?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I lit it.
You lit it?
Yeah, there's no way to get anybody else here.
Oh, okay.
And they're in cahoots with the
681 go to 3?
police chief that shot my grandmother in front of 1,000 people out there.
Oh, this dude's drunk.
No. Oh, see, I thought the same thing. I think he's just old and senile and drunk. I'm sure there's not just coke in that can there. Now, I would not be surprised if this guy asked to suck a children's tongue, like a child's tongue. If a child was walking by, like, I can see him going, yeah, can I suck your tongue? I mean, he's obviously dimension riddled. Yeah, I lit the fire because the police chief shot my grandma. I mean, what? This guy's got to be, 80 years old?
75, 80.
Yeah, his grandma's 120.
Yeah, she was shot in the fucking Spanish-American War.
Exactly. There was actually a showdown in downtown, and because I think this is
you don't understand. The Spanish federales came in and shot her. Why does this guy talk like Little Nicky?
Get in the flask, Julian. Get in the flask.
I accidentally set my own apartment on fire.
On fire, Mr. Beefy. Yeah, we're gonna refer to this man as Mr. Beefy for the rest of the world.
Over here, or he's over there. Hang out for Hey, this is your guy that lives in the apartment? But I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey, do you live in the apartment that was on fire? He goes, yeah, I live it. There you go, buddy.
That cop's expression. Oh, Jesus. I love that. He said he lives it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. God damn it.
Is this
I
like
was
a
off
common...
today.
Is this a common fucking occurrence in this like fucking town where like old people are like, I live it, motherfucker? The cops are like, God damn it.
Well, I mean, like I said, I think it's in New Mexico or Arizona, somewhere in the Southwest, I believe. And so, I mean, I'm thinking these old people just still think it's Wild West. And they're like, I was at the brothel and drinking a bottle of whiskey for a nickel, and I lit it up.
I knew Howard Hughes.
I knew I took Howard Hughes' virginity. Like, whoa, okay, man.
That's why he hid in that fucking hotel for the rest of his fucking life.
Yeah, I would just duck and run. I'm trying to find a part like in here. Okay, so they basically the rest of the video going for a minute is he talks about that cop tells that story 50 times to every single coworker, which I would do the same thing. But here's where it gets interesting. The story continues with Mr. Beefy here.
He's got it. Yeah, he's busy. He's got Air Force One on standby. They're flying back over to the president.
Oh my God, yeah. And he even said he's working for the Marine Corps and stuff. Just
Hey, sorry.
I don't know if you guys caught that, but he says, yeah, he's got to get over to Albuquerque Airport because the Air Force One is on standby. The president's waiting for him. He's working for the Marines. He's on a secret mission to come set this fire at this apartment complex.
He's a combat engineer. What do you...
Something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, let's see what else we've got here. I'm trying to remember. They talk about how, yeah, it's the easiest arson they've ever had to investigate, which obviously when someone comes forward, I mean, to recap, we got Mr. Beefy here that he even accidentally did. He actually set 3 fires because he couldn't get anybody to his house because he needed to get to the airport to catch Air Force One.
I believe it.
It's just absolutely insane. And then what cracks me up about this video is literally the last 20 minutes is this the cops joking with nurses and getting coffee.
Oh my! I knew that.
So just to recap, they've arrested the guy for arson. They've cuffed him. They've sent him. He's at the hospital right now for a psych eval, obviously, because he thinks he works for the president, which he might. You know, he's running Joe Biden's like age group for friends.
I want you to go set that apartment complex.
Yeah, I'll give you some pistachio ice cream. I got a freezer full of pistachio ice cream. But yeah, so it's this whole thing now. This is what we pay for. We're nurses, and
on topic, right?
Yes.
Can you give me?
this is the coffee.
Hey, Victoria, do you know if they're still making coffee over at the little old ladies in the surgery waiting room?
I'm gonna say
Word of advice: little old ladies surgery waiting room, best coffee. The cops are looking for that coffee. That's the coffee to go to.
Oh, because she puts her
Have your coffee
motherfucking
drinker.
heart and soul in it.
Oh yeah, you know, it's like fresh creamer and yeah, it's not that
The creamer
bullshit.
is the powder from her titties.
She just shakes it off.
Yeah,
It's
she
like
just
skin flakes.
no milk comes out, so she's just like with a pepper milk.
Dried creamer at this point. I'm not sure if that's scientifically sound. We might get a medical misinformation for that one, so we better be careful.
Oh,
It probably would cure COVID though.
fact check.
Oh,
Fact
yeah,
check.
no,
Fact check.
But if you really want coffee, the EMS lounge has a Keurig and
You know these young EMS are not making coffee like these old ladies. What is this nurse talking about? She's known she's full of shit, right?
Oh, she knows.
So yeah, that's basically that. He never gets charged actually. I had to look that up in another article. I couldn't find it right now, but
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
he never gets
they probably
charged.
got him on senilism and shit.
Yeah, he was found not capable of standing trial. And he was turned over to his daughter for protective custody.
He got in the car and his daughter was like, dude, again. And he was like 5 states, baby girl, 5 states.
We got 5 down, 45 to go. She's like, yeehaw! And they take off and head to the next day to start another arson.
The police are like, it's really odd that he keeps burning apartment complexes in the poor part of town.
Yeah, it's never the nice part. But yeah, they talk about his daughter multiple times. They try to call her like 10 times in that video, and they never get a hold of her. She's probably like, no, not dealing with this today.
She's like, Tracy, you told yourself you weren't going to do it.
Either that or she's got a husband saying it. Come on, you said that was the last time, Tracy.
Come on, Tracy. This is the 5th time you burned the fucking goddamn apartments down.
We were going to move there, remember? And now we can't.
You want him in our house with our kids?
With our kids?
Did you know that kids are not fire retardant, Tracy?
Your kids are just retarded, not fire retardant.
Their little polyester helmets will catch fire like a motherfucker, Tracy.
They'll melt right to their heads. They'll be so sad.
Mom, Dad.
The rest of their lives. Like
Mom,
the helmets are bad enough.
Mommy, my head is hot. I think I have a fever.
Grandpa makes my pants hot. Whoa. No, he lit them on fire. Okay, that's acceptable. But in any other case.
As long as he's not giving you a good old Tibetan kiss, you're fine.
Yeah, that's the new term, the Tibetan kiss, when you just suck on a child's tongue.
Oh God, it's worse when you say it like that. When you don't
say it out loud, it's like
when you don't add the Dalai Lama to the fucking equation and you just say, "Oh."
Yeah, for some reason, it's like I kind of had the Dalai Lama's back for a minute because I'm like, yeah, it's all relative to stuff. But then you say that out loud like that, you're like, yeah, you're just sucking on children's tongues. You're like, it's a little out there.
All right,
yeah.
Mr. Lama.
Yeah, Mr. Lama. May I call you Mr. Lama?
You want me to call you Dolly? No, call me Mr. Lama. I suck tongues.
Yeah, I call my children Dolly. They are my dollies. Fucking weirdos, dude. I mean, I have no ambition to go to India ever. I mean, I've always wanted to travel the country, or travel the world, but India is not a place that I plan on going anytime. I don't like my tongue. I like the food.
I would go and I'd be like, all right, let me read up on how to break every custom but act like an idiot at the same time.
Yeah, because that's a country that they're not necessarily going to like beat you up and kill you. Like Saudi Arabia, they might actually like drag you through the streets for doing that.
Yeah, like I would go to India and be like, have like a Big Mac, be like,
just eat it. Hey, yeah. Oh, what? Is this a problem?
Like what the fuck you all looking at?
Yeah, and then what's his name from Street Fighter shows up and just uses its elastic arms to kick your ass.
Well, that was a real trait that the Indians used to have, was the elastic arms.
Yeah, but then they started sucking. Well, they stopped sucking on children's tongue and they lost their powers. It's much like the adrenochrome problem.
Oh, maybe we figured out how he's 87 and still somehow a leader. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I think, isn't the Pope right around that age?
He's like 90, I think.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, dude, fucking.
Speaking of decrepit old men visiting religious people, remember when Mr. Biden went and visited him and told him about Satchel Paige?
And then shit his pants in the fucking Vatican?
Yeah, dude, I cannot find that video of him shitting his pants. I can find the Satchel Paige thing where you can tell the Pope does not give two fucks. I think I did an episode on it. And but I cannot find where he shit his pants. They've wiped that. If anyone has that, send that over to me. Sure.
I used to have so much shit. I don't think I have it anymore. I'm checking.
Yeah, I'm slowly building my collection up. You know, I drug my feet about podcasting forever, and just finally was like, screw it, I'm doing it now. And so I save all my videos because you never know. Last but not least, speaking of senile old people, I just realized is that the theme of the show now? We got senile old people everywhere.
Oh, wait, hold on before you do that.
Oh yeah.
Let me just make sure that I have this right. I got breaking fucking news for you.
Breaking news. Oh, where's my clip? I have a breaking news clip. Oh no, it's not gonna work in here. Did I have it loaded into OBS? I'll fix that.
I'll fix that.
I'll fix you. Excuse me.
This is the remains of the South Fork Dairy Farm limit.
Part of this main part here, where the cattle are held, is probably the total
That guy
loss
looks like
of-
shit ever since he left George Lopez
dairy
show.
part,
Yeah, you know,
probably
he
some damage from the smoke and
gave you a lot of ramen noodles.
Sheriff Rivera says the extent of damage is still under investigation. It all
It looks
started
pretty
Monday
bad.
night when Castro County Sheriff's Office had multiple calls coming in about an explosion and fire. Then more calls came in saying some employees were trapped inside a building.
Were the
When
calls from the
officers
employees
arrived,
or
they
the
found
cows?
only one worker inside.
Dimmick fire personnel.
I told the cow, I said, man, I don't
entered
speak
with the
Muanese.
self-reading
He hung up.
apparatuses
You
and
gotta
were able
call the
to
HR
pull that
department
person out.
at that restaurant in Jackson, Michigan.
Eventually, that person was flown to Lubbock by AeroCare to UMC.
We have learned that worker is a woman and remains in critical
Of course it is.
condition at last check. Upwards of 18,000 cattle also died. Now for the cause, it's still under investigation.
Was probably what they call a honey badger, and that is what sucks. It's like a vacuum that sucks the manure and water out, and it's possibly that it got overheated, and probably the methane and things like
What
that.
the fuck is that called? A honey badger?
ignited and
Isn't a honey badger a real animal?
Yeah, but it also sounds like a really fucked up sexual thing. Like,
When it sucks out the fertilizer and the hot air and makes a fire.
hold on, let me go back so you can get the reference that I'm gonna. So, this is what Seth said.
The gay guy from The Sopranos. Yeah.
He looks like Vito.
That's why he likes the honey badger.
Fucking Phil Leotardo. I want to know where he is. Yeah, wow, fucking yeah, big fucking. This is a constant thing on like my show. My brother and I are constantly covering on these like we're calling them like fucking infrastructural attacks.
Yeah.
Not to dampen the mood of the show, but
No.
I mean, like, you know, you had the Ohio thing, which Seth lives relatively close to that.
I don't live too far from it, really. I mean,
Yeah,
probably
you're
right
like,
next to me and you actually.
yeah. So I think the smoke was just 250 miles to the west of me, but I mean, I'm in the east end of Pennsylvania, but I mean, like the smoke, whatever they were saying, was able to drop particles. I don't know how fucking true that is. That one, yesterday, the truck carrying the contaminated soil.
Yep, I saw that on ROTC.
Yep, that fell. Numerous
same soil,
fucking
by the way. Same contaminants, actually.
same soil into the same river. It's like recycling.
That river.
But like between that, the fucking trains derailing everywhere, substations exploding, and then all of a sudden now 18,000 fucking cows blew up, and they're like, yeah, no, shit water.
Yeah, honey badger got us. The honey badger.
Man, this fucking goddamn honey badger sucked up so much shit and so much dope that he ended up exploding.
He just
But,
exploded
it just-
everywhere. And unfortunately, there was a woman that couldn't get out of the way. She tried to cuddle him.
She tried to tell him that what he was doing was wrong and explaining
And
to him why it was toxic.
The honey badger was gaslighting her, literally. Well, and the thing is, like, with the whole thing with the chicken, all the chicken refining factories and all that crap, you know, it's just, I think it's just a reason to increase, you know, to maybe not increase inflation, but a reason to explain inflation better. You know, like, oh yeah, milk is going to go up. 18,000 cows died. You know, and it's just like the eggs with the chicken when all those, I don't know, that was like pandemic.
Look at this.
Oh, fucking ads.
Oh, watching
Look
guitar
at this. Look at this dick. Yeah, I'm trying to get past the edit. I'm not going to give this guy the fucking satisfaction of hearing his fucking cock voice.
No, you don't get my
Fire is contained.
Well, it's contained, but it's sure not out. You can see over my shoulder, the smoke continues to billow over the sky here on the northwest side of Richmond. More than 24 hours after that fire started, it's not as bad as it was yesterday, if you can believe that, but it's still bad enough that neighbors are told they shouldn't be in those houses. You can see across the street, and firefighters are likely to keep out here working for the next several days. From this drone video from last night during the early hours of the fire, you can see that it was an enormous...
What I want to know is what was in the warehouse. Because again, like now, I'm sorry to bring this up, but like the shit like this is like where I start putting my fucking tinfoil hat, like layers of it on.
I wear one under this baseball cap. I understand.
But like, how many fucking infrastructure problems are we gonna have? The only reason I'm bringing this up is because that breaking news with the fucking explosion. But like,
right, still,
what the fuck?
Well, it's probably Tesla batteries if it's still burning, I assume. those things burn for like 3 days. Have you ever seen that?
Dude, I was just saying,
I saw like there's only like 6 fire departments in the U.S. that have the ability to put these fires out, and they'll burn for days and they'll reignite.
trying to
Goddamn,
find
Elon.
the one. It's just a short. Fuck, they had one yesterday, dude. It was like multiple multiple explode. I mean, like a lot. Like it exploded like 5 or 6. What is this one? Oh, that's 12. I'm not watching a 12-minute video.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I hate TikTok with every ounce of my being.
Oh yeah, I won't watch it, dude.
I saw you ranting about it the other day, but I hate it. But I also won't watch long videos. I'd rather find a 15-minute clip. I'm like, I should just watch TikTok. Except, well, I'm not a pedophile or an Asian secret agent. So
Asian secret agent, man.
Dang it! See, now I'm so jealous. Even more jealous. ROTC, since they have Frozen Asian, that would be a great bit for them.
Oh yeah, dude, you'd fucking god damn, he would love
They just
that.
do short TikToks. Just call them Secret Agent Frozen. Thank you. This is Freya. She's my baby. She's been in a lot of my episodes, but only audio. So I didn't have the balls to go live.
Until today and
I have to deal
forever
with
after.
it constantly.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, no, she's shedding right now because she's in heat. So it's like twice a year I got to deal with it. I got to get her vagina ripped out.
I don't think that's the correct terminology.
I'm not a
But I
vet.
also won't fault you.
I'm a DJ. I'm not a vet. I'm assuming they just rip her vagina out. I don't know. I don't have a vagina, or I'm not a dog.
He's like scalpel.
Scalpel tongs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you crying? Are we talking about you? Hi, baby. Thank you. Yes, I let my dog kiss me on the mouth. Deal with it.
She's cool, man. She's the coolest co-host I've ever seen. Look at her.
She doesn't try to talk over me. She doesn't try to take over the show. Well, there's now she's trying to talk over me. I lied. She lets me suck on her tongue, as you just saw. Oh God, no.
Wow, we've come full circle with that fucking story, man.
You gotta remember, I used to do a lot of stand-up comedy, so it's all about the callback. It's all about the callback.
All about the callback to the fucking the Dalai Lama calling back that
Dalai
little boy.
Lama callback back to the Tibetan kiss, or as we're coining new sexual phrases, the honey badger, where you just suck up a bunch of shit in air and light yourself on fire.
I believe they call that felching.
Maybe.
Felching is when you
I'm unfamiliar with this term, and I know most of them.
Felching is when you suck the cum out of a dude's asshole.
Oh, Wednesday evenings. Yes. I didn't say who's sucking the cum. I'll leave that for a surprise. You can check that out on my OnlyFans. It's suck the cum from my asshole.onlyfans.com.
Dude.
Mention the promo code Grandma's Boy Podcast and get your first 3 months free. Mention the code Culture Vulture Radio. You can come suck cum from my ass.
And I have to sit there and witness it, which is
well, we're gonna live stream it. We're just gonna nuke both of our channels on YouTube.
yeah, it's going to involve a lot of Crisco.
Not anymore.
Anyway. Back to the back shit old fucking sleigh ride.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We still got a drunk grandma, don't we?
Yeah, dude, I put it back up on your page. That's the other thing. Before we go forward, that I do. We'll talk about it afterwards. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, well, I haven't watched this video, by the way. Just me being the Grandma's Boy Podcast, I figured anytime there's a drunk grandma, which my grandma is an alcoholic as well. She drinks like 15 cheap beers a day. She don't care. Don't care.
No fucking
90
way.
years old, doesn't care. Healthy as a horse. Other than she'll be 90 in June 1st, and I mean she had to go in for surgery. For those that don't know, but she's doing fine now. Like she literally recovered faster than any other 90-year-old. I did not expect her to even. She's like ready for visitors, like already talking and shit. So that's good news for a 90-year-old.
Drinking all that fucking beer like a.
going on? Hello, how you doing? Good, good. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the reason why I pulled you over because we got a call in about you and your driving patterns, how you drove over a couple of curves.
In her defense, I've driven with my grandma a lot. That shouldn't be a reason for police officers to pull over old ladies. Because my grandma and my grandma's hair are terrible. They stop at green lights and hit curbs, and they always come home with a ding in their car. They're like, somebody keyed my car. I'm like, no, you obviously sideswiped somebody in a parking lot. So right now, I'm on grandma's side. I'm on grandma's side right now.
Especially when you was going into the Publix parking lot. And as I observed you driving, you had a hard time maintaining a single lane. And at one point, we was at 200 and Black Rock. There was a black car that was behind you. Luckily enough, they were traveling a safe enough distance.
We was at 200 and Crack
went
Rock.
into their lane.
Of course, there was a black car at Crack Rock. Why wouldn't there be? That's why I was driving erratically. I had to get away. I was scared for my life. Because she's afraid of black cars. Don't be racist.
And then went back into the center lane. And you didn't put any blinkers on or anything like that.
Look at her face. She's like, fuck.
Oh, God damn it. She's been through this before. She's like, if it was 20 years ago, she'd be asking to blow the cop and shit, but she's like, I can't get away with it right now.
And then accuse him of sexual assault.
Exactly. In grandma's defense still, we got an old lady, again, an old and a lady driver. None of this seems abnormal so far.
Don't recall.
Okay. Are you okay? Do you have any medical issues or anything like that going on right now?
I just stopped to get my medicine.
Okay.
Her medicine's a bottle of Kessler's whiskey.
Buffalo Trace's actually.
Yeah, go get grandma her medicine.
I had to get my medicine.
You're stopping to go get my husband.
I'm sorry, say it again.
You're stopping to go get my husband.
Spoiler alert would be fantastic if she says she's stopping to get her husband. Husband's been dead 20 years. She's just a crock and gonna go dig him up.
I got to get my husband. He's in Albuquerque.
He's in Albuquerque. He works underground. He's not working. He's dead, bitch.
My husband is actually visiting an apartment complex.
Is anybody else with you?
My grandchildren.
Your grandchildren?
Yeah, I gotta go grab
this one right here. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, see, this is where I lose. I knew it was coming because of the video or the title of the video, but this is
Yeah,
where
I was about to say you should have known instantly just by the title. But how old do you think the kids are?
I think they sound little. They sound little, and that's not a very old woman. I mean, she's an old woman, but I'm guessing in her early 60s.
So
I'm guessing maybe elementary school, maybe middle school at the oldest, but it sounded young. So let's find out.
Have you taken your medicine earlier today? No, you haven't? Okay. So you don't have any medical issues or
we'll
anything
screen
like
that shit.
No.
I'm trying to get as much detail on this as I can.
I did take him.
There we go.
The guy that was behind me.
Say it again.
The guy that was behind me was shot.
Oh, she's so fucked.
Shoving up.
The guy that was behind me was shoving up on me.
Can you go back 5? I gotta hear that again.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
I like the way I turn my ear like I could listen better when I have headphones on, but yeah, let's go right about here.
Me.
Say it again.
The guy that was behind me was shot on top of me.
Shoving up.
Did you talk about getting fucked?
I think she was sexually assaulted in a pharmacy. He's like, you're going to get your medications. He starts talking about this guy shoving up on her. Talking about when she met Ricky Ricardo in 1964 at the Cabana Lounge.
Bitch, if you do not bend over.
Yeah, Lucy wasn't there. Lucy! She kept calling me Lucy for some reason. Lucy! I
thought he was calling me Lucy because of my pussy.
Ricardo and the Count. They have similar laughs. I just realized that.
I thought he was calling me Lucy because of my pussy.
Okay.
I just see anything.
I love when the caps even agree. Or the
inaudible, like
inaudible. We don't know. We don't gibberish.
The dude typing it was like, I don't. Fuck it. Yeah, this.
Yes, inaudible.
Do you notice that you're kind of going in and out your lanes? You don't notice that? Okay. So
That was a really nice way of him saying, "Bitch, do you know you're fucked up?"
Like other cars in the other lanes.
Trying to be respectful, but I mean, grandma drunk.
You have to hit their brakes because you're going into other lanes of traffic as you're going back over. So like I said, it's not bad, but it's enough to where like it'll cause for concern, especially if you're running over curbs and stuff like that.
You can't go into other people's lanes, lady. It's not. It's a
Lady,
means
what
for
I'm trying to
concern.
tell you is you need to stay in your lane. It almost sounds like
stay
Steve Harvey,
in your lane.
Officer Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
You did what with the kids in the car? I'm just trying to. I almost went.
You almost put Bill Cosby on us. Yeah. It was like,
You did what?
The kids in the car and in the outer lanes.
And then he's like, "What did Grandma do?" And the kids are like, "She was drunk." Oh, she was drunk. Grandma was drunk on the Spanish Fly.
Oh, the board says, yeah, that's number one. Number one. I'm surprised.
Show me drunk grandma.
That being said, do I need to call rescue or anything like that for you?
No, really, show me drunk grandma if you know what I mean.
You? Okay, so you're you good?
Yeah. I'm not having a problem on this.
Okay. All right.
That's like when people ask, like, yeah, I think you have a drinking problem. I have no problem drinking. Trust me on that. That's pretty much what she says. I'm not having a problem. You're having a problem, officer.
I'm so
if it wasn't
surprised.
for the kids, I kind of just let her go. I mean, she's drunk, but she's whatever. She's old.
I'm so surprised as this cop is walking back to his car, you don't hear him under his bed go, "Man, this old bitch is drunk or fucking retarded."
That might have been why they cut it the way they did. I always love I think that's a big reason why I love police cam videos like this is because I love when they talk to other cops and they just walk away like, God damn mother. But I wasn't a cop. Let's see what else we got on here. Oh, he's on the other side now. What's that? 19. I'm assuming she was born in 1919. That's what that tag there is for.
And then
that joke. Sorry.
What do you call
it? What is this? Is a roundabout? It's a day, Junior.
I can't.
I think she's actively getting drunker as time goes on.
Yeah,
like
she's trying to fuck my light.
That level of drunk where it's like usually, you can wait and you'll get more sober, but she's not at her peak yet. So
she went to go get the kid. She took like 3 or 4 shots, and then she did that thing where she sat there for a second, went,
"You're good. You're good. Drink some water real quick and just shook it off."
Yeah, she was like, "Whoo, Gloria, you got this."
You got to pull the shit together. Fuck, you got to get the kid. She got the phone call from her daughter. Like, "Hey, are you gonna go pick up the kids?" She's like, "Uh-oh." She's at the PLAV. Well, you guys probably wouldn't know what that is. Like we call it the Polish Legion of American Veterans.
Oh,
like
dude, yeah, we have one of those there.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have like American Legions and stuff.
We have the Polish American Club, and I drop stuff off for one of my jobs, bro. At like 10 in the morning, there's just old dudes there smashed. And you're like,
yeah, we have my town is predominantly Polish and Irish built. We have a place in our town called Frog Town, like a little area, a couple neighborhoods where all the Polish people settled, and all there is down there are bars and shitty old houses, and there are 3 Polish like social clubs, and they are the best place to party. They're so much fun at 10 a.m.
It's just that I can't. I can't take in making.
Yeah.
Just
worried
about words.
Okay.
So I saw
I'm not trying to be funny. Do you suffer from any kind of medical conditions or anything?
Not that, but the band that I saw yesterday took in song.
Band that you saw yesterday.
That he would take in. I guess have me see something
Okay. Have you taken any medications today?
No.
Nothing at all. So I know you said you just went and got a prescription, right?
Yeah, but it's not.
Again, the prescription was from the liquor store. I'm assuming that's what we're working with here because Grandma is shit bombed. Oh, look, we got our peak coming
That's
up.
it right there.
This is something that it's
Pure ecstasy I bought from a black man.
Hey, is there anyone that can come and drive for you? That you could call somebody to come and get
I feel bad. Yeah, he's giving her a lot of ways out. Like he's asking her if she's on medication. Like, bitch, you're drunk. Just tell me you're on medication.
Well, it's not just that man. We got that call, and then
came out and got the
right, and then this deputy here was following behind you and saw you leave your lane of travel and get into another lane. Like you may not have even realized it. Right? Is there someone that you could call to drive for you? No one.
Yeah, he's leading her to be like, ma'am, I don't want to arrest you.
I'm concerned about you getting into an accident. That's why I say that. I'm concerned for your.
You know, her biggest mistake was she didn't say that she was trans. If she would have just said she was trans, we wouldn't even be here. They would have let her go about her way.
I just feel bad because the cop's giving her like a million outs. He's like, it was medication, right? And she's like, no. And he's like, you're tired, right? And she's like, no. And he's like,
oh, come on, bitch.
He's like,
figure it out.
He did the Mr. Garrison, the thing under his breath. Oh my God, this bitch is fucking retarded. Oh my God, this bitch is fucking retarded. Yeah, he's just like, you weren't drinking though, right? And she'll be like, yeah. And he's like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm shit bombed. I was waiting for you to ask the whole time.
Safety. I was going to ask you, have you consumed anything at all today?
Here we go.
Oh my God, no.
Any alcoholic beverages, any narcotics, any drugs at all? Nothing at all.
I do not do alcohol.
Okay.
And I just plain out do not do it.
Okay.
She's like, I didn't say I don't drink it.
Yeah. No, she did say I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, she didn't say she didn't consume it.
Yeah. No, she said I don't drink alcohol. I'm like, X in the chat to doubt. Because if she's not drunk, I want whatever she's got.
I mean, honestly, if it wasn't fucking alcohol, I would say Xanax.
Yeah, I was thinking Xanax. The way she's slowed, it's some kind of barbiturate or probably not any downer necessarily, but like a mood.
I mean, they haven't asked her. They've asked her a million other things, so I don't think they smell alcohol in the car.
Yeah, I feel like they probably would pull it out. And like I said, my grandmother drinks every day, and so she just radiates the smell of cheap beer, even when she's sober. So you can't tell me this old lady didn't burp once or twice when the cop was walking up. I mean, come on.
Out of her pussy.
Right out of her pussy. Just that's also where you get creamer from, but that's not the creamer you like to use.
Well, you driving. Is there anyone at all you can get to drive?
There's no one.
There's no
There's
one.
so many out.
How far away do you live?
I live in no, I don't, son. I live in.
Doesn't live anywhere.
I live in. Yulee. I have to pick up my husband. This is my conversation, and you really need to stay out of it.
Yeah, that's right. You bully that fucking kid, that little pussy kid. Fuck him.
Good. Your mom came from my pussy. I'll do what I want.
Here, I'll tell you what. So that way we're not them back there. This deputy here is going to stay here with your kids. He's going to stay right there.
Can you just follow me?
No, ma'am. I'm going to have you hop out. We're going to talk back there, okay? I'm just going to have you go ahead and hop out. We're just going to.
I have this odd feeling that this is where the video turns, and why there's 7 more minutes. She was pretty cooperative, but I'm thinking once you start taking grandkids away from a grandma.
Either that or the cops are in the hospital asking for coffee for the last 5.
Yeah. Hey, well, they got to wait for the old ladies at the surgery unit to come in because otherwise they got to drink that bullshit Keurig shit down at the EMT desk.
Talk back there so that way they're not kind of talking back to us, okay? Ma'am. Okay. Well, come on.
This lady fucking rules, except for the kid part.
Ma'am, not gonna say.
She made the same face my grandma makes when she's mad, where it almost looks like their ears touch the back of their head, where they just pull everything back. When my grandma does,
shit.
you better either do what she says or run forever. Run forever.
Sit here and play games with you. You need to come out of the car. I really can't hear you.
I said, you are not going to play games with them.
I just watched this thing about that llama guy, and you are not going to suck my children's tongue.
You think I'm gonna let you suck my succulent child's tongue?
Oh, I only let my husband do that.
He's
Right, I'm not
87.
playing games with him. You and I are talking. So make it like get you hop out of the car. Okay. You can leave your purse there. I need you to get.
Realize Grandma got a caddy though. Grandma got a caddy.
Out of the car.
Yeah, she does.
Holy shit! Look at the size of that cop on the passenger side. You just see his bicep right now.
Holy fuck, yeah, you're right. I didn't even see that at first.
No wonder why they called the white cop in. You know this lady was not okay with that cop at her driver's side window at first.
Need you
She's
get
like-
out of the car.
Big brother.
Ma'am, leave that there. I need you to get out of the car.
Look, she brushing. She's trying to hit on them cops.
Classic old lady. I gotta brush my hair before I get out of the car. I don't want
She's
anyone
like,
to see me
she's
this.
thinking in her head, she's like, I'm gonna blast them some nips, so she just lifts up her shirt a little bit.
You're like, ma'am. She's like, look at my shoes. And they're like, oh wow, yeah, no, that's inappropriate. Thank you.
And then they're like, wait, do you have creamer on you? And she's like,
All right, we're good. Like, I
Oh, you're
heard the
good.
rumors. I didn't know if it was true.
oh, you're good. You can just go.
Ma'am, you get out of the car.
My husband is at.
Ma'am, I don't care who your husband is. I need you to get out of the car.
Needs to make judge.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact how big that black cop is. That is
Yeah,
a
dude.
very large man, very large, bald man. Like, if someone was to say draw a stereotypical black cop, that's what I picture. Unfortunately, like, guy's massive.
Aware that
Ma'am, I need you to get out of the car.
The only thing that would be better is that she's so old school. She just was like, she just turned to him and said, "Yeah, I'm not going to talk to you. I'll talk to this guy." We all knew why.
children get in the back.
Please tell me she tries to get out with her seatbelt on.
They are getting in the back.
I did that last night when I went home from work. I was so tired. Like, look at that fupa, guys. Oh, yeah.
Damn, Mama
Yeah,
got
look at
front.
Oh, geez. She got a bigger butt in the front than in the back. Oh, her grandma front butt.
She's a fucking foo princess.
Oh, dude, it hangs. It hangs.
Damn, girl, your pussy's so big.
Problem is, that ain't even her pussy.
Here, we're going to walk on that side of the vehicle so that way we're not in traffic. Okay, well, I wasn't planning on touching you, so we're going to walk on that side of the traffic side where we're not being hit by cars.
I mentioned this in yesterday's episode when I don't know if you saw it towards the end when they were
The woke card bingo.
Yeah, the interviewing the lady at Target, the little hints and tricks. If you tell an officer exactly what to do, they're going to listen to you every time and just let you go, by the way. Say things like, no, I'm not going to do what you tell me. Don't touch me. And cops really take well to that. Just want everybody to know that. By the way, these are only tips for if you want to get tased.
I do not want this man involved with me at all.
Ma'am, that's not your decision to make right now. We're walking.
Ma'am, I'm trying to ask you questions, not fuck you.
If you don't like
Yeah, this lady has very fucked you.
it, it is what it is. So we got to walk over there.
I like when they fast forward, so we don't have to see all that shit. We're going to jump ahead I'm assuming that's it. Doesn't look like 100 cups, though. That's nice.
You're gonna have to get your other leg further in there. It's gonna.
I am working on it.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to work on it.
In a weird way, I wish I could tell people my grandma got arrested for a DUI, was just like gangster on the internet. But no, you gotta be responsible. All right. Well, I know you had something too, so let's get towards the end of this here and see what.
I'm not coming with my driver.
Yeah, no.
Right there.
I'm sorry.
Knows that I don't drink. That man right there knows that I don't drink.
Okay. We're going this way.
Ooh.
Driving under the influence, so it could have been pills.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, and you know, you're I think you were right before when you talked about how she, you know, if they smelled alcohol, I think that would have went a lot differently.
Yeah, they could have just easily been like, get out of the car, smell alcohol. But she just kind of talked like one of those people you see sitting on a fucking park bench. She's like, the man got up on me and smooshed. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, either they took too much medication or not enough.
Yeah, it's a very weird threshold.
There's a fine line in there. I know, like I said, my grandma's pretty gangster, but she won't drive drunk. She will not drive drunk. I mean, she has some great stories about getting pulled over in the 50s, literally in the 50s, and cops were like, "Just go home, Betty." You know, born and raised right in this town. Every cop knew. It's like the cops that we had when I was in high school. She always be like, "I'm not worried about him. I used to change his diaper." Like, that's how deeply rooted she is in this community. So she wouldn't get a DUI anyway, I don't think. But that'd be pretty good to have that kind of gangster thing.
All right. I want to introduce you to something briefly before we get out of here because I got to start getting ready. I got it. No, you don't have to click that at all.
You're the man then.
Because I have to get out of here and start going to bed. I have to be up at 3:30.
Yeah, I got to take a shower and get to work too.
So I just want to introduce you to, because I think this is something you should explore in your own time.
Yeah.
I want to introduce you to a young man by the name of fucking Tommy Lou. Now, Tommy Lou is one of those guys. I've introduced my wife to this dude on when I did an episode with her. So he's one of those IRL streamers. So he's always live. Tommy's parents fucking hate each other. They're divorcing. Tommy Lou's parents also fucking. I'm not saying Tommy Lou anymore. It sounds really lame. Tommy's parents also fucking hate him. Like I can't stress enough.
I think I was listening to the episode, the replay of the episode that you had touched on him because I remember you talking about some shithead kid.
Yeah. So this is a quick little compilation. I'll play a couple minutes of it before we get out of here.
Yeah,
dude, because this is some lore you would love. Like if you started watching it,
I need a niche, and I don't want to do body cams all the time. So I agree. He looks comfy.
Sorry. Hey.
What?
Yeah. Is your room?
Was he streaming himself sleeping?
Yeah. Because.
What room? We just came in here. All right.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, don't forget your phone, bro.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm actually going to skip this part because I don't want to get you slammed because of fucking a dildo.
Oh yeah, I got a warning for Enya the other day in a royalty free doing.
I got completely strucken down because I played a 3-second clip from an old SNL episode.
I played an entire Afroman song, no problem. Oh, SNL will get you every time.
All right, we'll let her keep it, you guys. All right, let me see. I'll say it.
He gave a girl a flower, then took it away.
Yeah, he's a little piece of shit.
What are they gonna call the police for?
Aw, dude, come on! Just run away! Run away! Run away!
Run away!
I've worked in restaurants and stuff. Someone did that outside my restaurant, I'd chase you.
Oh, you're on camera, bro. You're on camera.
And if I catch you, oh wait, there is someone chasing him.
says stupid.
Yeah, you're.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, we
you
gotta f***ing get up, dude. Why is no one fucking watching beers, man?
number one, get head cardio is important.
Tommy's mom lost her toothbrush after going off on Tommy. She hadn't brushed her teeth in 3 days and is down. I don't know if that's true.
Where's his toothbrush?
Are these his
I
captions?
cannot. I haven't brushed my teeth in 3 days.
What happened?
Are these his captions? Like, is he?
No. This is. I think this might be. Which one is this? This is. I don't know if this is IRL moments or if this is IRL after dark. I think it's IRL moments. But they literally pour through like 6-hour streams and they take all the best moments. They're the real fucking heroes.
The real. Not all heroes wear capes. They might wear a cape. Who knows? I would.
I don't have any teeth as it is. Turn it on. The dog's got to get out. I don't hit my code. He's driven me nuts. I want him dead.
Oh, that's his mom?
Yeah,
I
dude.
gotta use somebody's
I want him
toothbrush.
dead.
Oh, man, why is it 2 already?
What you did to me, you son of a bitch. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
I've woken up like that with my big hat on.
He's got the stream on now because I just got
So his
a
mom,
message.
his mom's watching the stream, and then I think IRL people watching are sending a link to his mom.
You don't threaten to kill yourself. Police can come, which is so stupid. I just said I might as well kill myself if I'm living with him. So that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters is that son of a bitch has it on right now. He's got it on.
Oh.
Did he just do the
Tommy,
little...
what are you doing?
Give me that
thing.
Stop.
Turn it off.
Probably go to the bar or something.
So that's Tommy.
That's awesome.
I'm going to send you this.
Send me some links. We'll definitely cover it on the show.
Yeah, if you want me back on again, dude, I'll come on and do this.
Yeah. We'll talk some more. Definitely off, and we'll see if we can't maybe set something up, have you on more often. I love riffing with somebody, and I don't always have somebody to riff with. You know, the Freya unfortunately doesn't speak English. Yes, you doesn't speak English very well. So,
But she speaks one hell of a German language.
yeah. Well, yeah. She hates. Never mind.
Rats.
Yeah. Pass.
She hates rats.
She hates. She hates the media types, the entertainment types.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's like looking
She loves
around.
Kanye West. Yes, I know Kanye's not here. It's okay. Anyway, man. Hey, yeah, I gotta go too. I gotta get in the shower and stuff. But hey, thanks for everything, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll end the stream and then I'll talk to you like 2 seconds afterwards.
Yeah. Check me out on all my socials, guys. Everywhere is Grandma's Boy Pod except for Rumble, Grandma's Boy Podcast. I'll probably be ripping this over to Rumble tonight. Check out all the Culture Vulture stuff. I don't know what all your plugs are, but
Look me up on Twitter, Culture Vulture. I think it's either radio or Culture Vulture Podcast. And then actually, you know what? I have it in front of me. It'd probably be a little more professional if I fucking did that because I'm an idiot.
professionalism is not what Grandma's Boy Podcast is about.
So at Twitter, it's Culture Vulture Podcast, or you could just write at Platoon Ghost. There's a whole story behind that fucking retarded shit.
We can get into that another day.
And then at Culture Vulture Radio on YouTube, go subscribe and like those links. And this has been the first episode live of fucking Grandma's Boy Podcast, and I feel like I'm honored to be on this one, man.
The one that will go down in infamy.
Infamy for the intro being cut short, and then us making fun of old women getting arrested.
Old women and gangster dudes that start fires just because Air Force One is
Fucking guy was awesome.
Yeah. We also created a couple new sexual terms.
Yeah, honey badger,
honey badger, and the Tibetan kiss.
the pet and kiss. Hell yeah, man! Fucking
Don't Tibetan kiss a honey badger though. That would not work well.
pretty historic fucking episode, if you ask me.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was good. All right, man. Well, thanks again. And this is the Grandma's Boy Podcast. Check us out. Culture Vulture. Thank you, brother. And yeah, that's the stream. We got to go do work things. So.
Yeah.
All right. Take it easy, guys. Adios.